All right, back now at 9:17. DC News Now is your local election headquarters. We're keeping our eyes on that Virginia election. Another race we're following closely right now is in Loudoun County.
Yeah, it's a huge one. Fighting for that seat tonight are Democrat Russert Perry and Republican Juan Pablo Segura. Here are the results as of right now, with just about 88% of the vote in. Russert Perry leading the Republican challenger by 4,600, a little more than 4,600 votes. These are both first-time candidates. For more on this tight Loudoun County race, we bring in our Hayley Milon, who covers Northern Virginia for us. She is live today in Leesburg.
And Hayley, we know you have a live guest with you. What are they saying?
Well, Annalisa, Chris, we are going to get to State Senate District 31 in just a moment here. We have a supporter of Democratic candidate Russert Perry here, but sir, you are also a politician in your own right. This is Fernando Marty Martinez. You sat on the Leesburg Town Council for over 20 years, but you might have a new job title tonight.
Correct. My race has been called, and I am now what is called a delegate-elect.
So, Mr. Delegate-elect, when did you get the news? What was your reaction?
Well, I got the news about 30 minutes ago, and I was excited. I was very happy that all the work that me and my staff have put in paid off.
You've been working on your campaign for over 2 years, and you were telling me that because of the way Virginia operates, it can be frustrating to be in local politics. So we've been talking about the issues that matter to our viewers in communities in Virginia. And because of Virginia's Dillon rule, things have to go through the state government to get approved. So anytime you wanted to do something on Leesburg Council, you had to go through the state government. So tell me why you chose to go to state level.
Well, because at least at a state level, I can handle some of the issues that we couldn't handle at a town council level, like affordable housing, like women's rights, gun legislation, and I could go on, but those are things that I'm hoping that we can tackle at the state level.
We see a lot of legislation that might seem a little peculiar to people who aren't familiar with how Virginia functions. You know, bills being passed to do hyper-local projects. What are the issues such as infrastructure here in Loudoun County that really matter to the voters you connected with?
Well, a lot of it was education, women's rights again, and that was very important. But also, as a town council member, one of the things that we had issues with were transportation, and the fact that when we talk about roads and infrastructure, we had to really lobby and work hard for it. If you look at some of the road projects that we did, that was me and other council members lobbying for 20 years to get Battlefield Parkway done, to get other things done. And not only that, the maintenance of our roads. We kept getting shorter and shorter revenues to maintain our roads. And so we have to then try to figure out a way that we could pay for it. And so those are the kind of things that I'm hoping that at a state level, I can help these localities and communities. And my whole reason for running is that I grew up pretty disadvantaged. Single mom, pretty much, 10 children, and we had a struggle. And what I want to be able to do is make sure that our communities at risk have the opportunities that I didn't have as a child, and to present that and raise our communities.
All right, in 5 words or less, how do you plan to work alongside your fellow members across the aisle?
I will do the same thing I did at a council level. I am open to good legislation. I'm willing to talk. And one of the reasons I had a lot of Republican supporters was my reputation on town council was that the partisan politics didn't matter. We cared about our constituents. I was willing to listen and work with anybody who was there needed help. And it didn't matter to me what party they're in. What mattered to me was the safety and public safety of our communities. And I first ran for town council in 2002. And when I was asked, I said the reason I wanted to do that was because I wanted my children to come back to a town of Leesburg and want to live here. And I've worked really hard to make that town of Leesburg to do that. And what I want to be able to do is make sure as a state legislature that our communities at risk, Northern Virginia and the rest of the state, we all bring them up to that same level.
Well, I know that I'm hogging you from people you want to talk to, and you have a lot of congratulations to receive here tonight. Mr. Delegate-elect Martinez, thank you so much. I'm sorry to grab you right as you walked in, but we very much appreciate your insight and your time, and we'll talk to you later in the evening, of course, about the race for District 31. Russet Perry facing off against Juan Pablo Segura. Mr. Martinez, thank you.
I'm really excited about her race.
Thank you. Chris, Annalisa, we'll check in with you in just a little bit, but for now, reporting from Loudoun County, Hayley, Milon, DC News Now.
All right, Hayley, thank you live from Loudoun County.